Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Sunday, February 23rd, college and NBA slate. We got a pretty full slate going on all the way around, so let's get into this. Noon Eastern time, we'll get this thing kicked off in college basketball. St. John's, UConn at Madison Square Garden, and this one should be. So we do like St. John's here. This is not the UConn team from last year for sure, or the last couple seasons on that one. So give us all the St. John's we can get here in this one. St. John's minus 2.5 first half and minus 4.5 for the game. Next game up that we are on, excuse me, 1:30 Eastern time, Purdue, Indiana, in-state rivalry game here. There's no, Indiana's giving you no reason to trust them at all at any point this season. Purdue has been a lot better offensively as of late. They've been winning some games. They're, one of the better teams in the Big Ten here, going against Indiana, who's obviously losing their coach at the end of the season. It's been a turmoil area for them on this one. We like Purdue here. The line's short because it's an in-state rivalry game, but really like Purdue, minus 2 first half and minus 3.5 for the game. Next game up for us. There's a lot of interesting games, but, man, there's a lot of games that we've kind of handicapped that are really close to the number. One that we think we can take advantage of here, and this is one of our biggest college basketball bets for the season so far, Ohio State going to UCLA. UCLA's been really good at home, especially on teams that have to come out to the West Coast that aren't from out there. 3:45 Eastern time. Currently, UCLA at 6.5. We love this number at 6.5. We love this number all the way up to 8.5. So if the line does move, still love it. UCLA minus 3.5 first half and minus 6.5 for the game. Then we get to another game we looked at, just to give you a couple games we really looked at heavily, was Kansas State and Arizona State. 145.5 over. We did not play it, but we would look at a total there. Creighton and Georgetown, like that one as well. Just not enough value in it for us. UCF and Utah, that number for the total is big at 160, but UCF at home normally does run up the score quite a bit. But the one game we are on, Drake, UNI, on this one here. The line has actually moved down. Northern Iowa, this is going to be a battle here. You got the team from Des Moines, team from Cedar Falls, and Iowa here. Drake favored by 1.5, 125.5 total now in some spots. We like the over at 126.5. I think this game's played in the high 60s, low 70s in this one here, and it should be tight back and forth, both teams scoring. So Drake, UNI over 60.5 first half, over 126.5 for the game. And to finish up college basketball for us, USC Rutgers. This is another West Coast team that's got to travel all the way to New Jersey in this one. Rutgers has not been great as a favorite. They've been really good against the number as a dog. But only laying a few points here with 3.5. We're going to take Rutgers with the two freshmen that should be two of the top 6-7 picks in the draft. Rutgers minus 2 first half and minus 3.5 for the game. Now we'll get on to the NBA slate. There's a pretty full slate in the NBA today. 1:10 Eastern time. Knicks go to Boston. This line's already starting to move as well. Knicks, let's be honest here. They haven't played fabulous basketball. They just got beat by Cleveland by like 40 points. The Celtics have really ratcheted up the defense here as of late, especially against the better teams. They had a game where they held Cleveland under 100 points. They've been playing pretty well. On this one here, we like the Celtics in this spot. They haven't been great for us all season long, to be honest. Against the bad teams, they can't seem to figure out how to put them away. But we do like them at home here. Like I said, the defense is definitely ratcheted up here over the last probably a couple weeks before the All-Star break. So Celtics minus 2 first quarter, 4.5 first half, 8 for the game. We're also going to play Derek White and Peyton Pritchard. 14-plus points for White, 12-plus points for Pritchard. White, 3+ threes. Pritchard, 3+ threes. White, 4+ threes. Pritchard, 4+ threes. We're also going to throw a cat, 3+ turnovers in there as well. Next game up in the NBA, we got Mavericks and Warriors. Warriors have been red hot since acquiring Butler. Mavs obviously missing Anthony Davis. He's still out. So it's Kyrie, PJ Washington. PJ finally got back in the lineup after the All-Star break and seemed to pick up where he left off before he had that hip and that one. But we do like the Warriors in this spot again. This line has moved from 8 to 9. I don't like it much past 9. So Warriors -2 first quarter, 4.5 first half, 8 for the game. PJ Washington is 17 plus points, 2 plus threes and 3 plus threes for him. Draymond Green, 6 plus rebounds and 6 plus assists. Next game up, 5:10 Eastern Time, Clippers-Pacers. Clippers getting 4 on the road at the Pacers. Pacers have been playing better at home, getting some games here. What are we going to do here with the Clippers? I really don't like the side of the total. I honestly think the game ends around 4 or 5 point difference, which is right at the number. And then, 231, I see this game being right around that 230, 235 number, maybe 225. So I think the total is right on the right. So just player props for us in this one. Powell, 24 plus points, 3 plus threes, 4 plus threes in that one. Looks like James Harden out in that one as well. So it's going to be a lot of Powell, a lot of Kawhi, and the supporting cast. Next game up, Miami Heat, Milwaukee Bucks. So is Giannis still on a time restriction? I don't know. It seems like he's been on a minutes restriction the last couple games as they ease him in after the All-Star break as he missed a lot of time. Bucks are favored here by 5.5, 221 total. And the Heat, you don't know exactly what you're going to get on a nightly basis. If they're making threes, they cover. If they're not, they probably don't. On that one there. So, just nothing but player props for us. Giannis's point total as at 24 points due to the fact he's had some time restriction. This is one of our biggest bets of the day. So Giannis 24 plus points. Giannis 30 plus points. We'll sprinkle a little bit of money there as well. All right, Hawks Pistons is the next one up. I believe, yep. 6:10 Eastern Time. Pistons favored by 3 on the road at Atlanta. Total has went up. We actually we got this at 237. It's at 238.5. A lot of books. These teams, when they play, tend to put up a buttload of points. Hawks Pistons over 59 first quarter, 118.5 first half, 237 for the game. Trae Young has really picked up his scoring. So Trae Young, 27 plus points, 4 plus threes, 5 plus threes. We're also going to play Cade Cunningham, 28 plus points and 10 plus assists in that one. Next game up, Cavaliers, Grizzlies. Grizzlies, if you really watch as of late, they were the high-powered, easy over team almost every damn game earlier, for most of the season. This last couple weeks has not been great for them. Cavs can ratchet up the defense at home, especially we expect them to do that here. So give us the Cavs -1.5 first quarter, 3 first half, 5.5 for the game. John Morant, 4 plus turnovers. Darius Garland, 3 plus threes in that one. Next game up, Spurs, Pelicans, 7:10 Eastern Time. No Wemby. It's not as much fun watching the Spurs without Wemby. I mean, De'Aaron Fox, he's been really good with them so far. Pelicans obviously looking to try to see if they can get a number 1 draft pick. Maybe they can get Cooper Flagg. Pelicans favored by 1 at home, 240.5 total for us in this one. We're going to play the under here. We think we see some sloppy ball. Neither team's probably, the players are not going to say they're going to tank, but, it seems like the teams are kind of setting both these teams up for to get in the lottery round, right? So Spurs, Pelicans under 60 first quarter, 120.5 first half, 240.5 for the game. Mr. Vassell for the Spurs, under 17.5 points. And we got 7 plus rebounds for Zion. We did skip. Looks like we're missing 2 games on this one. So Suns, Raptors we'll probably come back to. So do make sure you check out our Google Sheets at the end of the show. Wizards, Magic, we're just staying away from that game completely. Last game on the board, 9:40 Eastern Time. Thunder, T-Wolves. Thunder heading to Minnesota, 9.5. Big number. Minnesota can win this game, and they're still getting 9.5. So if you want to play Minnesota plus the 9.5 points on a side, I do not blame you whatsoever. We're going to stay away from that. And just a few player props for us in this game. SGA, 30 plus points. Ant-Man, 28 plus points. Holmgren, 15 plus points. Ant-Man, 4 plus turnovers. And then Alexander Walker for the T-Wolves, under 3.5 assists. All right, so we just went through a bunch of bets. How do you get a chance to take a look at all those? No problem. We have them posted online, multiple spots. Link on our YouTube and TikTok channel pages as well at the end of every episode on YouTube. It's a link to the Google Sheet, docs.google.com/spreadsheet. All you have to do is click on that link, go to the basketball 24-25 tab, then scroll down to February 23rd. As you'll see the whole season there of all the bets we've made, what results, obviously what juice we got them at, and how many units we wagered, what book we placed them at as well. Do you like the content that you're seeing here and want to see some more? We'd love to have you along for the ride. All you need to do is hit follow or subscribe, depending on the social media platform you're watching us on, and we'll show up in your follow or subscriptions tab. Or make life simple for yourself. Just turn on notifications for that social media platform, and you'll get a notification sent to your phone or device to let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped a new episode of Bets. Also, private Discord channel is available if you'd like to get all this action on a daily basis before we put this out for the public. All you have to do is subscribe to us through TikTok at Sports Bets for Free. Once you do that, we will send you an invite to the Discord channel. You'll get this information a lot earlier. Get ahead of the line moves, juice moves, all that kind of fun stuff. So make sure you check us out there. Yes, it is a few bucks a month, but if you're sports wagering over $100 a month, this is almost, it should be almost mandatory to get a little help. It's not saying you can't figure it out, right? We've been doing this a long time. There's a lot of experience here. You got well over 100 people on that Discord channel. They're sharing tickets, ideas, things of that nature as well, plus all the picks you're going to get. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.